Cory Sandhagen versus deuces Figueiredo has been confirmed for UFC Iowa in May 3rd. I'm telling you guys right now, this fight's not going to be close at all. Cory Sandhagen's going to get the job done. He's going to beat deuces Figueiredo with ease. And look, could this fight be competitive? Yeah, I believe so. I mean, both fighters are very decorated fighters. I mean, deuces Figueiredo is a two-time UFC flyweight champion. He's held the belt. He had some great performance against Brandon Moreno. Even when he went up to the bantamweight division, he's put on a clinic. I mean, he beat Rob Font. He beat Chito Vera. But I just think Cory Sandhagen is on another level. Cory Sandhagen not only has the height and the reach advantage, but I think he's going to pick him apart in the feet, even on the ground. I don't think deuces Figueiredo is going to be able to take down Cory Sandhagen with ease. I think Cory Sandhagen's ground game is very good. It is very underrated. I think we saw that at the Umar Nurmagomedov fight, where Umar would constantly take him down, constantly scramble out of takedown exchanges. Even when Umar would shoot, you see Cory Sandhagen stuffing those takedowns, getting out of uncomfortable situations when Umar is creeping on his back and trying to get a choke out, and he's just not having it. He's getting out, bringing the fight back up to the feet. What I think Cory Sandhagen had a problem with in that fight was he just didn't go for the kill. He knew he was losing those 4 rounds. He knew that Umar was getting the better of him on the feet, and he just didn't go for it because I think he was super intimidated by Umar Nurmagomedov shooting for a takedown. In this fight, Cory Sandhagen has something to prove, and fighting a guy like deuces Figueiredo, who's a good contender in the bantamweight division and even a former champion, he has something to prove, and he's going to show it in this fight. We're going to see those vicious leg kicks from Cory Sandhagen. We're going to see those shots to the body, and for the most part, we're going to see him use those feints to build up those 3-piece combinations that he's notoriously known for, even elbows. He has something to prove. He's been notorious for doing this. We saw when he lost Aljamain Sterling how he bounced back and just kept on killing people and knocking dudes out. Even in the TJ Dillashaw fight, when he lost that, he came back and won 3 off the bounce. He beat great contenders like Song Yadong, Chito Vera, and Rob Font. So we have seen this happen before with Cory Sandhagen. I think we're going to see it again, where he will beat deuces Figueiredo. And deuces Figueiredo, is he a good striker? He is. He's decent. He's very good at pushing the pace at times of fights. Cory Sandhagen, he's going to have a huge problem with that. He gets wild in exchanges, and he can leave himself open. We saw it against the Petr Yan fight. Petr Yan put a clinic on deuces Figueiredo, and he picked him apart. So I could see the same thing happening against Cory Sandhagen, where Cory Sandhagen will just pick him apart and dismantle him. With deuces, I don't think he'll win this fight. I'm pretty sure Cory Sandhagen will get the job done. And after that, if he does win that fight, we could possibly see him fight maybe the Sugar Sean O'Malley's of the world, maybe get a rematch with Umar, or even a rematch with Petr Yan. I wouldn't mind seeing a fight like that. After he beats deuces Figueiredo, we for sure need to see someone else for him to fight in a title eliminator or another contender to possibly after that get a title shot. Cory Sandhagen right now is not in the title picture. He's still a decorated contender. He's still up there in the rankings, but I just feel like there's a lot more he has to prove in order to fight a guy like Merab. So moving forward, that is what I think is going to happen with that fight. But in other news, and I'm very surprised to see this happen, Bo Nickal is fighting in a UFC Fight Night card. About time, man. I'm tired of seeing this dude in pay-per-views. In that last fight he had against Paul Craig, he did not look good. He looked very worried and concerned of taking Paul Craig to the ground, and for the most part, all we saw from him was just him loading up that right hand and just throwing just that right overhand. That was it. We didn't see nothing more. No combinations, no setups, no knees, no kicks, nothing. And that was a very disappointing performance. And I see the UFC now punishing him, putting him in a fight night card, and on top of that, they gave him Rennie the Ritter, which I think could be a possible problem for Bo Nickal. Look, Bo Nickal is a very decorated wrestler. He is probably one of the best collegiate wrestlers of all time. He's very green in MMA still. He still has a lot to improve. On the feet, is he a great wrestler? He's fantastic. As a wrestler, you're probably not good off your back. You're probably going to struggle with submission artists like a Rennie the Ritter. Rennie the Ritter, is he really all that? I don't think Rennie the Ritter is a top tier contender, but I possibly believe he could be a problem for a guy like Bo Nickal. We saw what he did to Kevin Holland. He choked him out with ease. And the GM3 fight, he struggled, but Rennie the Ritter nonetheless is still a tough dude. He's a big threat off the back and on the ground, and if Bo Nickal doesn't improve his intangibles on the feet, he could possibly struggle with a guy like Rennie the Ritter. But for the most part, I think Bo will get the job done. Even though lately we have seen a lot of up-and-coming rising stars lose as of late, I just think Bo Nickel will beat him, probably get a decision victory. I don't see Bo Nickel putting on a clinical performance and nothing outrageous. It's going to be a boring slob Bo Nickel fight like last time. That's just what I think of these fights. What do y'all think of these announcements? Do you think they're going to be great fights? Anyways, people, good game, boys. Catch you later. Deuces, I'm out. Subscribe.